Okay, now when it comes to 100-point games, it's a very rare occurrence that it ever happens, but there's only been, going from when basketball first started in the 1890s up until now, there have only been maybe 30 or so games where players have scored 100 points or more. Now, in the NBA, there's only been one, which was Wilt Chamberlain, and there's been more occurrences of it in college and in high school. Now, in high school, Danny Heater holds the record for 135 points in a game, which still stands. He set that record back in 1960, and the 135 points in the high school game still stands. Now, in college, there have been, I think, 6 occurrences, and four of them are by two of the same players. Um, Clarence Francis scored um, scored 100 points in the game twice. He scored 116 and 113. And Jack Grinnell holds the record for 138 points, which he set against Ashland. And then about a year later, he scored 109 against Hinsdale. And the other person to score 100 points for college was a guy named Frank Selvey, which he did it against a college called Newberry. Never heard of them, but that's who he did it against. Now, of the occurrences for the 24 in high school, of the 24 100-point games, 19 of them were by males, and the other 5 were by females. And now 2 of the females were Denise Long, who scored 111 points against Dallas High School, and she did that in a playoff game for high school. And she holds the record for the 1967-68 season for high school by averaging 68 points a game, which is a record that still stands for female high school. Now the other one is Epiphany Prince, who scored 113 points for females in high school, and that record still stands. And now she's currently in the WNBA for the New York Liberty. Now, in high school, even though he didn't have 100 points, but he was close, was LaMelo Ball, fucking dick. He scored 92 points. And I happen to notice that with all the Ball families, meaning LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball, and Lonzo Ball, even though, yeah, they are great players, but they're just fucking dicks. And it just happens to be like that. Now, the one thing that I was noticing about Wilt Chamberlain when he did the 100-point game was that he attempted a lot of shots in that game. I can't remember exactly, but of the free throws, because he attempted 32 free throws but made 28. Now the funny thing about that was that he was a 52% free throw shooter in his career, and somehow he managed to knock down 28 of 32 and missed only 4 of them. And that's a pretty good standard feat right there. And that's about it.